Hey YouTube, I want to pose a question for those out there that can intellectually receive it and provide feedback. When, not when, but why does it take a child before a woman and a man realizes that they just can't get along and they cannot be mature and that there is no love between them? Why does it take a child being brought into the world for that to happen? And I ask this because, I know so many people, including my own parents, that are obviously in such bliss that they are producing a child, and then the woman gets pregnant, and typically it's before the baby is born that they just become like the worst enemies, and they hate each other, and they can't be in the same room, and they can't agree on anything, and they have to fight and argue, and everyone's trying to make sense of this and help them, because now there's a baby in this situation, and it's not just a man and a woman feuding, it's a father and a mother feuding, and a child in the middle of it. It just baffles me because it's like so reoccurring generation after generation. So many children are brought into the world, and by the time they are here, their parents are in such turmoil that it's like affecting them. And at that point, the parents are being neglectful. Is that a word? They're neglecting the child because they are both too petty to put their differences aside and realize that no matter how we feel about each other, there's still someone here that we both are equally responsible for bringing here that has to depend on us for emotional and physical support. And it's just sad that no matter how old, I see it in teenagers to young adults to well-grown people, that they just get into these feuds that last for years and decades and lifetimes, and it's just like, is it really that serious? Like, you should be mad at yourself because for some reason you failed to see red flags in this person before you got impregnated by them or before you impregnated them. You failed to see those red flags, and then you let it go on and eventually involved an innocent child, and now you can't you can't do the right thing in raising the child and exposing the child to positivity because you have so much negative energy and feelings and emotions and hate against their mother or their father, and it's not fair. Luckily, it did not affect me because, like I said, my parents, they were at odds before I was even born, so it didn't affect me. I never knew them to be together, so I didn't have to ever deal with them separating. They were already apart, well apart. And I do have parents where they never spoke negative of each other. They never made it a point of having to see each other or whatever, and it being drama. So I'm lucky. But I do see parents that are just nasty and immature as hell with the way that they deal with things. Even celebrities. Even celebrities are like that. So I don't know. I just want your thoughts on that. It's just really sad that you can't see a person for who they really are and whether you really like them or you truly don't like them before you involve yourself with them for the rest of their life, i.e. having a child.